Alright, animals, we will do today this thing which is... okay, I thought this was a tiger, but it probably is not exactly. Although, the tiger, what is kind of a specific about the tiger is the tiger has a lot of hair. And without the hair, the tiger will look like a lioness, obviously. So, we basically probably will do a lioness, or lion. But we will see, maybe I will change the name of this video. Although, lioness, tiger, it's fine. Now, first we will do something that's even worse than a child's drawing, as you can see. But this will give us our very, very base. And also, it's good to look our lion or tiger from a side view. And we have a reference from a side view, thankfully. Thanks to Jun's Anatomy. Thank you, Jun. Whoever you are. And yeah, this obviously is something like a polar bear right now, but give me some time. I mean, in the beginning it will be looking different than it should. The idea is that the tiger or a big cat, whatever cat it is more difficult for me to sculpt than a horse. Why? Because the horse I have sculpted a couple of times. A tiger or a big cat or a lion, I haven't sculpted too much. That's the first thing. The second thing is that a tiger or a cat, they have more hair than a horse. So, and overall, their likeness to look like a tiger, it needs to have some hair on the face, especially. Some facial hair. Or on the head, doesn't matter. So yeah, this polar bear now will continue to work on until, in just a couple of minutes, it will start to look a little bit like a big cat. Yeah, you probably not believe me. But if you don't believe me, you most likely haven't watched my videos. And I promise you this will look a little bit like a cat. Or lion or whatever. It's not gonna look completely like one. Why, you will ask? Why can't you make it look completely like a lion or a cat? I will not make hairs, and that's the main reason. The other reason is that I'm not that good because I haven't sculpted too many big cats in my life. And practice, as always, will make perfect. If you haven't practiced something, usually, you will fail in it. Most time than you not. And even if you fail though, it will be nice to try, because at some point you will not fail anymore when you try enough times. So the last time I sculpted a cat was 7 minutes ago, because I was practicing for 20 minutes before this video. I announced the video in the Discord and I started practicing a little bit. I maybe will show you the practice run yeah, later. But yeah, this is my second time sculpting a big cat this millennium probably. No. I think I sculpted once or twice. But again, it's not easy because it has hair. If it doesn't have hair, we can sculpt it fairly easy because it has some muscles. And if we have a good reference, we'll be able to do it. But with the hair, we will fail. Because we will not do hair. And why we will not do hair, you will ask. Nico, why don't you do hair? Because for the time that this video is like 1 hour or hour and a half, I cannot do a decent hair, whatever. I mean, I don't even want to try. So from the top, usually you will get a lot thinner. You should get a lot thinner. Because the tiger or lion, these big cats, they are relatively smooth, so they have to be thin. A thin profile is necessary. Now the face is starting to look a little bit like a very sad tiger or lion. It will still be sad because they are usually looking a little bit sad. Although those animals, especially the tiger, I like the tiger more than the lion. Especially the tiger, they're very beautiful. They are amazing, like very beautiful creatures. But the cats also are beautiful, so they're similar to the cats, we may say. We have to have a white head. By the way, if we have to make the tiger, we have to make this type of head. But this is not the head. These are the hairs around this area here, around the beard. We will not be able to do it, because if we do it with geometry, it will look awkward. It will look like those monkeys that have very wide faces. And we don't want that, particularly. So for now, we will restrain from that. The other thing is that if we want this to make it a little bit more action-based, we have to push the back legs a little bit back, more back, and it will look a little bit more action. It will look like an action man or cat. Action cat, okay. I was thinking that I need to try to do something here, in the stream I mean, to put up some music, but the music is probably not copyrighted, which is great, and we have to try it actually. Let's try it, why not? Yeah, I will try it now with this one. Yeah, if they do a strike on the channel, probably it's not gonna work, but if they don't, then it's working, so it's fine. So the body, I don't know if you hear me through the music actually, and that's probably a problem a little bit. But sometimes we need music instead of speaking, right? I like speaking. Here we will make some muscles. And overall we have something that even now, for like, how many, like 5-10 minutes? I don't know. It looks a little bit, yeah, for 7 minutes it looks a little bit like a tiger or a lion. Okay, big cat, doesn't matter. It looks something like something, which is fine, I think. Yeah, should be. Maybe it has to be a little bit longer. Let's make it longer. They usually are pretty long creatures. Not like a giraffe, of course, but a little bit longer will be nice. The face is a little bit strange, but we will have time to fix a little bit. Now we will make a tail just from a sphere. I know, it sounds ridiculous, but we will do it anyways, because we don't need something like super specific. We need just a long tube, and then we'll make it as a tail, like this. It's gonna be relatively fine, whatever we do. Without a tail, this big cat will look awkward, but now, you see, it's looking even a little bit like a cat, which is what we want here. Let's push this area a little bit more. It's more interesting this way to look not so fat. By the way, those sculpts that we see here from this guy Jun Huang from 10 years ago, they're pretty good. I would say you will rarely see a good sculpt of a big cat. Doesn't matter, tiger or lion. Very rarely. Now this one definitely is good. So yeah, heads down to this guy. Hats down, not heads. Keep your hat, but the hat you can, you know. Okay, I think we've made it so we can dial up the resolution a little bit more. I didn't see it. Okay, now this. Control R. Symmetrize. I want it to be symmetrical, and now we can smooth it and continue working on it. No music, your voice is beautiful. Little down the volume. Okay, I will dial the volume of the music a little bit. Talk Trump is talking Maduro out of Venezuela. So some people likes politics, right? Your work is so inspiring. Thank you very much, Nico. I'm getting your cloth sculpt course. Thank you very much. Whoever is getting the cloth sculpt course will help me buy a coat, for example, or a jacket, because I will use the money to buy myself clothes. It's normal, you know. When you're selling, for example, a course about torso anatomy, which I will do later, not now, but later, next year, at some point, I will buy myself some torso. How can you buy some torso? What's happening here? What are you talking about, Nico? Are you fucking around with us? Maybe yeah, maybe yeah. But with the cloth course, I should buy clothes. Pants, shirts, t-shirts. I usually wear t-shirts. Even in the winter, I wear mostly t-shirts. I don't wear any long sleeve stuff except for the jacket. But below the jacket, I'm always with a t-shirt, even in the winter. It's just my style these days. Back in the day, when I was younger, I was wearing some sweaters. Nowadays, not so much. As a pastime activity, a toxicity of a city, I've seen it here. So, this music that that you are listening probably, or I don't know if you're listening, but this music is a famous songs, but made in the style of a funk. And I love it. I don't know. Of course, this is AI a little bit, but that's why it probably didn't have any copyrights, and that's good for us, right? We can play this music and be happy about it. Did you practice on the same concept before streaming? Yes, I think it was same concepts or images. They're not exactly concepts if they're not drawn by a human. They are sculpted. So yeah, very sad tiger or lion or whatever, I would say. But we have also a visual from here, which is good. Maybe we will need a little bit more geometry to do that. Huh. Yeah, there is a lot of anatomy stuff going on, which I will not be able to do because I'm not that deep into this animal anatomy. And here you see, this has to be more flat and wide, this way. When the ears are a little bit further away and we have this kind of a bump in the middle, it will look immediately a bit more tigery or big cat-y. Big cattery. I mean, I love big cats. I was in Craiova. I don't know if I told you the last time, but I was in Craiova, Romania, and Craiova is not a super huge city. It's not the biggest city in Romania. Obviously, it's not the capital. Not that always the capitals are the biggest cities, but it doesn't matter. So Craiova is like 200,000 people city or something, but they have this very nice park. And in this park, they have a zoo. It's not a full-fledged zoo, but it's a zoo space. And in this zoo space, usually when there is a zoo space, you will see peacock, you will see some other small animals. In this particular zoo, in Craiova, Romania, you have a couple of tigers, couple of lions, and couple of even, I don't know if they were Bengal tigers, but they were smaller and white tigers. And yeah, amazing stuff. It was actually pretty good. And the park itself is, well, better than everything we have here in Bulgaria, I would say, but I don't want to say that because maybe some Bulgarians will get like, how can you say that? Don't you love your country? Yeah, I love my country, but I'm an honest man, so I can say what I think. And I think that the park, this park in Craiova, Romania, with the artificial rocks and one little waterfall and the lake, all this stuff that it had, It's better than any of our parks here in Bulgaria, unfortunately. So I will go there again, obviously, someday. It's just super nice. But my point is that I've seen those majestic animals up close. Like most of you probably have gone to the zoo and see the lion or the tiger, it's fine, but I was thinking when I was looking at them, like, how beautiful are those animals? They're just amazingly looking. So good. Probably I would not marry one, of course. They're not that good looking for me. But anyways, it's fine. They're looking fine. The pose I haven't made. They have to have, especially in the front pose, they're pretty, I would say, pretty wide and big. So let's try to achieve this. This is a wide area here. Yeah, it's a... By the way, the legs, especially the lower portion of the legs of a tiger or a lion, are pretty difficult to make. I will not lie, this is one of the most difficult things to make, the lower. So we will pay attention to it a lot. That's the idea here. And also what is difficult, sometimes you can do it in just a couple of moves, but sometimes it's difficult to make the overall dependencies, head to body ratio and those kind of stuff. And this is not only about the tiger. For example, the horse that I made the last stream, I think his legs were a little bit short. These are things that you see after. So you're working, then you leave it for a while, and after a couple of hours you come back and you say, okay, yeah, I have to increase the size of those legs, or I have to increase the size of the head, or whatever you have to increase the size of, you need to do it. I don't know how it will look here from the top, but probably it will have something like a little bit of a spinal cord. I'm just putting it there, we'll see if I will keep it. Here we'll have some muscles which are over the body, so these muscles here. So we will have a sharp line in the back, good. We'll have some sharp line here. You see this particular area here above the legs, it's kind of a bigger overall, as we can see here. And if you don't make it, it will not look good. If you make it, immediately you will have something that resembles a big cat. I don't know if the small cats are looking like this. They should be similar, but not quite, because they are smaller. They have a little bit different type of geometry on them, I guess. Nico is preparing an animal cruise. Maybe at some point I will do it. Hey Nico, do you think that the 3D generative AI reached their roofs, or there is still place for improvement? I think they already trained the AIs with the best 3D models they have. I hope so, yeah. I have those hopes that the 3D AI will not get any better. But I'm a little bit of a realist, so I guess it's not yet reached its full potential. I'm sorry, but I would say that the AI, the 3D AI, is still to reach higher heights. And again, will it replace us? No, probably not. It depends. I will tell you the story about the sewing machine. It's an interesting story. So when they developed the sewing machine for the first time, the fabric that develops the sewing machine was lit on fire at some point. By who? By the people that thought that this sewing machine will replace them. It actually didn't replace them, but what it did is, and what this generative AI will do for our industry, is it will making of models faster, and it will make models cheaper, which is not good for us, but it was also not good for the tailors that were sewing clothes back in the day when the sewing machine came. When it came and it conquered, still you need a man to handle this machine, as you need a programmer to handle AI which codes, as you need a 2D artist to be able to make the 2D generative AI make exactly what you want by just fixing the things later in Photoshop, for example. So, in my opinion, as a professional, for professional use, the 3D AI will need for a long time a person to work with it. And this person usually will be a 3D artist. So if you are a 3D artist, especially good in anatomy and folds and those kind of stuff, I guess you will have a job, especially if you consider working with AI. If you kind of say, no, I will never use this shitty AI slop, and yeah, then you will be left behind, like, or you will not be left behind if you are good enough. For example, I think there are still people who are sewing clothes by hand, and they're selling them for a lot of money because they are like boutique clothes, like something rare, something that a person made by its own hands, which is still valuable. And for the 3D models, maybe it could be the case also, but it will be very niche. So for most people, if you want to do freelance, if you want to do work in the industry, you should be working with the 3D AIs. You should be familiar with them, you should be able to fix their mistakes, and overall, you should use them to become fast. Maybe I will do a video about this, but I think this is a realistic point of view, because I've seen the 3D AI 1 year ago. It was complete shit. Nowadays, it can do some stuff quite well, and I'm even like amazed how good it works in some areas. Some like stylized models, it's doing them quite well. So I guess at some point it will be able to do a lot of tasks. And even if it's not able, the generative AI for the 3D, even if it's not able to do a very nice model just from scratch, like you put the concept and it does the very nice model, usually it will not be able to do that. It's very far from it. So what it will be able to do is to do parts of your model. For example, you have a sword that you have to do. You don't have to do this sword. You can put it on the generative AI, it will spill a quite nice sword. Then you can do like parts of the armor with the generative AI, and then you can put it on your model. You can do the overall body only with the generative AI, and then put the armors from the generative AI. Nowadays, it's easier to get parts. For example, in my course about cloth anatomy that I did lately, and it's time for the sponsorship of this video, which is my courses, in the description of this video. So in the course we have, let me show you, we have some, just a little bit, wait. So this is the course, sponsorship time, right? In the course, we have some shoes. All these shoes are made with the AI. So I get the concept for the shoe, I put it in the AI, and it spills the shoe, and I put it on the models. So we have these running shoes, we have military boots, we have high heels, and we have sneakers or whatever. So we have a couple of shoes that I have included in the course. And I also, in the beginning of the course, I didn't have the military boots. So the military boots I added when I made the military pants. And I made the military shoes in the course with the help of the AI in front of the camera. So I show exactly which AI I'm using, how am I making the concept, and how it's doing. So as you can see, those shoes, especially from this distance that we're seeing them, are looking great. And they're made entirely with the AI. So AI is capable of making quite nice shoes. If I have to be honest, the AI is capable of making quite nice clothes too. Yeah, jackets or stuff. but it's making slight mistakes here and there. It's like messing up things. So if you want to be able to fix those things and to make your clothes as good as possible, this course will help you, I guess. Yeah, this is the advertisement stuff. That's why I said that. I probably don't think it, but I said it because it's advertising and I have to do it. Yeah. No, I actually think that because AI is good enough for many things, but still it cannot do a complete model quite well. But it can do parts. Like, you can do a nice hat, it can do a nice shoe. With the help of AI, it's possible that now you don't have to do any shoes at all to model or sculpt them, except if you want to just practice, which is great. Practicing is great, but for production, you take the AI shoe, you modify it a little bit or a lot, it depends, and then you have a shoe that you can actually work with. Except if you are working in the AAA game industry, then those shoes, I don't know if they will be good enough. But for normal stuff, they should be completely fine. Okay, we have something very sad looking, I would say, lion. I'm not going to go this far to say this is a tiger, because obviously it's more like a lion. But I wanted to do a tiger. I just couldn't do it because it's so hard with this, I mean, hairs and stuff. It's so sad. It is what it is, you know. We have to be aware of our capabilities, and our capabilities in terms of my capabilities in terms of hair are not good. They're not big and strong capabilities. They're like very small, tiny capabilities. Yeah. Domestic cats look like skinny rats without their hair. Probably, yeah. I've seen those hairless cats. They look awful. The Egyptian cat or whatever. And also the cats when they are wet. They look also pretty interesting. Guys, like and subscribe. It's free. But this is my line. I have to say it. Why are you... I don't know. But thank you anyway. AI doing everything better than me already. Yeah, I will tell you about the AI. The AI nowadays, it doesn't matter if it's AI for 2D, AI for 3D, AI for programming. In most areas, the AI is as good as a junior guy. In the programming area, though, the AI is a little bit more like a senior. So, because they are developing it more in the programming area, in the 2D is also more like a senior artist already. It fixed the arms issue and everything. So, only in the 3D now it's more like a junior, not exactly like a senior, and a little bit better than the junior artist is the AI, especially in some cases, because it's inconsistent. In some cases, it will do something when which I will say like, wow, this is great. In most cases, especially if I want really to do something with it, I will be like, this will not do at all. So it's inconsistent, and that's a problem. But it will fix itself, I guess, at some point. I don't think we have reached the ceiling with the 3D AI. But I think the 3D AI is the worst developed AI from all the AIs. Between, I'm saying between the programmer AI and the 2D AI and the 3D AI. The 3D AI is still the least developed because people don't understand it quite much. So they don't want to put time and effort to develop a 3D AI. 3D AI is not needed usually that much. And that's really saving us still. And we still are okay. But at some point, I don't know. Let's see what we can do about the face, because I need it to be a little bit better. Although, it doesn't look super bad overall for, let's see, 30 minutes, yeah. So I should say, let's make a tiger for 30 minutes, but still, this is not a tiger, right? Yeah, unfortunately, a tiger is not a tiger these days. And this is not only about the AI. The tiger is not a tiger because of Trump and Putin. That's what I had to say about the politics today. Trump and Putin are responsible for this not being a tiger, but a lioness or some other big cat that I don't know. It's kind of a lioness, I would guess, yeah. Trump and Putin. Both of them. Also Erdogan. And also our favorite guy. By the way, most of you don't know him. And I forgot his name. Because this is the president of Belarus, Lukashenko. Yeah, I remember. Lukashenko is the guy. Lukashenko, by the way, is the oldest dictator. I don't think he's the oldest, like age. But he is on power since 1995, I think. So 30 years. Great for him, right? Lukashenko is the guy. He's the president of Belarus. And the longer one person is in power, the more corrupted and the more difficult it is to remove this guy. Usually. So yeah, the Turkish guy, Erdogan, or Erdogan, I'm not sure how they pronounce it, but we in Bulgaria say Erdogan. So he's also in a pretty good position to be a dictator. Also the Serbian guy, Vučić, good position. And I was thinking about this. Why Russia, Belarus, Turkey, Serbia, why are they falling into this thing, into this dictatorship trap? And I'm thinking this is because they are presidential republics. Not only because some other reasons, but yeah. A presidential republic and corruption, that's most of it. But presidential republic is a problem sometimes. So France can fall into that too. We, on the other hand, in Bulgaria, are parliamentary republic. And that's fine because there is no one guy who is like having every piece of power in the country. We have the prime minister, which is the leading role, but still even he cannot do like everything. But in presidential republic, especially in countries like Russia, the president is like a king, like a monarch. He can do whatever he wants with his people. There's no freedom too much. You cannot say what you want in the media or in the streets. You cannot do protests against the government. Oh, you can actually, you can do a lot of protests, but then you will probably disappear for good. I guess the same situation is in Belarus. In Turkey still I think they can do protests, and in Serbia they are doing protests, but to what result? In Bulgaria right now today we have a protest against the politics of the government, kind of, which is great. It will be a big protest. I think at least 50,000 people will go there today in the center of Sofia. So if you're from Bulgaria, you can go there. I will probably not go there because I have a birthday today and I have to celebrate at home. Yeah, I ordered sushi and yeah. But I would go because the more people go, the better. This is how the protests work. And still, in Bulgaria, that's a good thing. We have the right to protest without being imprisoned or killed or whatever. You know? So I guess we are still nice, fine. Part of the European Union, that's a good thing. If we were not part of the European Union, then yeah, it wouldn't be great. Although Hungary, yeah, Hungary is a part of the European Union, but I don't think they have a good time with their president, or yeah, president, I think, which I forgot the name of already. Yeah, and he probably is not happy. He's probably now watching this and saying, "Say my name, you bastard! How can you forget my name? Crazy bastard." But I will not say his name because I forgot it. Somebody will say it in the chat, I guess. This topic transition is insane. Yeah, I'm just, jumping. Nico, you should watch Prehistoric Planet. Has cool CGI. I guess there is a lot of cool CGI, and we will see even better CGI when the AI is starting to do those movies. Actually, if the people who are doing those movies, like for prehistoric or anything, if they are starting to use the generative AI for the videos, wow, they will do amazing things, because I've seen this generative video AI, how it has developed like enormously in the past months. It's just so good right now. I've seen things that I'm like, what is happening here? This seems so real. And it's a huge possibility for anyone who is creative to do creative stuff. It's great. It's just great. Yeah, the topic change is just amazing. So we are talking about politics, then we're talking about generative AI, then politics again, then we're talking about birthday parties, then we're talking about imprisonment. Orban is the guy from Hungary that I was trying to remember. Viktor Orban. Viktor. And while I'm saying Viktor, I remember that I watched Frankenstein, the latest Frankenstein. It was alright. Nothing to brag about. By the way, I'm watching right now a TV series which is called Mr. In Between. It's Australian series about a killer for hire. And he's just a normal guy working in a bouncer in a bar. He has a daughter, he's divorced. He have like a problem with his real life, but he's kind of taking money to kill people. It's pretty interesting stuff. And I think you have seen parts of this. He's a very ugly guy, actually. He's like very creepy looking guy, the actor. And yeah, you've seen this. If you're watching short videos in YouTube, for example, you have seen parts of this series, I'm sure. It's called Mr. In Between, Australian TV series. It's a very cool one. So, if I make him look like a tiger with like orange hair and everything, will it be creepy? Let's try it, actually. This is how the tiger looks like. Let's try something. Okay, it will be interesting, why not? Orange. I have to find the right... Okay, this one is fine. No, this orange is a little bit more red in it, probably. Yeah, this one is better. I will see. Now I will do this, then I will put the white, what I want it to be. I will leave some parts white. But if this will look like a tiger without the hairs, it's about to be seen, I'm not sure. I guess it shouldn't, but let's see. Select this color. Yes, and Let's go with a little bit of black and try to go over the nose area and the mouth area. And maybe here we will do some points. I don't know, it's just I'm trying stuff, we'll see how it will work. This. Okay, here we can do this. Maybe this. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, it doesn't look like a tiger yet. We'll see. I'm not very optimistic about this. Not sure it will look like a tiger even. But we will not give up for now. To the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Yeah, you will say this music is probably copyrighted. I would say it's probably not, because this is AI generated music. It looks a little bit like a tiger, I would say. It's not completely, but it kinda looks a little bit. So maybe we can pass it for a tiger. Yeah, don't say that it's not a tiger and it will be a tiger. A very sad one. Very sad tiger. It's like, I don't like this. I don't have hair. I don't have any fur. I like fur, man. Come on. Do some fur for me. I cannot do fur for you, guy. I mean, I cannot. Just not my thing. But yeah, you'll be alright, man. Mate, like they say in Australia. You will be alright, mate. Come on, love. Love, mate. Let's do some stripes here on the top. Maybe some of the stripes will be Y-shaped, a little bit like this. I'm not sure. It's I haven't done a stripes for a tiger yet, but it started to look like a lion with a tiger skin. So a lioness with a tiger skin, which is fine, I guess. It's better than nothing. This is Nirvana, by the way, but in the style of funk. Hello, 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 hello. Did I mess it up? I don't know. It's a skinless tiger. I mean, furless tiger. It's a furless tiger. It's fine. So don't worry about it. It's a tiger but furless. Doesn't have fur. Amazing stuff. He looks sad. Yeah. Lost his tiger wife. Exactly. Nico, you are making a lioness, I know, but with the tiger stripes, so it's kind of a mix, you know. Nico, when you're done with tiger, can you show how to make hoodie character a low poly cute aesthetics? I think a hoodie character, if you have a concept for it, the AI will make it pretty much for you, because it's stylized. And the stylized models, they're alright. Relatively. I will smash my PC because I'm not able to make face under hoodie. But you have to be able to make face first and then to put the hoodie on. If you make a face under hoodie and it doesn't look like a face, it's because you cannot make faces, right? Or I don't know. When you do texturing in Blender, not Substance Painter, are you using Vertex Paint? Yes, usually I'm using Vertex Paint to make the base of the texture. Then I am baking it into the low poly, and maybe then I will fix it with Uku Paint add-on, because Uku Paint is one of the best for this. But if I have to be very precise and I have to do it faster, I would most likely use Substance Painter, because it is the program for the occasion. Let's inflate this here. The eyes. Eye of the tiger. Hello, 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 hello. Maybe, let's see this tiger. This tiger is 3D. So, maybe we can make him a little bit more smiling. Yeah, I don't like to make him, like, sad too. Yeah, he found his wife, you see? Yeah, she's there. She's there. But is this my wife? Oh, she's with another guy. Oh. Yeah. Let's make him smiling a little bit, yeah. Although smiling, I don't know. Maybe neutral face will be nice. And contagious. Here we are now. Entertain us. I'm a lotto. A mosquito. Yeah. At least it looks like something. Wow, this is very dark because we don't have any light. Let's put some light. Sunlight. Ooh, sunlight is nice. Let's rotate it. A denial. A denial. Yeah, it's a lioness. Definitely. We cannot, you know, we cannot run from it. It's just a lioness. Ray tracing. What has happened? We don't have the model. When we put it at ray tracing, the model disappeared. It's just not there. Because ray tracing... Ah, oops, nice. Now we have it. I don't know what happened. Yeah, it's stupid with this... But let's... Okay, let's leave the title as a tiger. And let's let people who are new and they want to watch this to think that this is actually a tiger. Although it's obviously a lion with the tiger stripes. The lioness has mutated, yes. Salamun alaikum Nico bro, thank you. You're so cute. Who is cute? I don't think I'm very cute, you see? Like, bald-headed man with one eyebrow and big nose. To be cute, it's a little bit strange, you know? Homeless tiger, yeah. You're doing polygonal hair. Sometimes, yeah. But since I don't have hair, I usually don't want to do hair. Unfortunately. I think the area where the whiskers emerge should be a bit more puffed to get that typical cat face shape. Yeah, if we want to make him like he's stung by a beast, like this one. Yeah. Gaslighting course next. Yeah, exactly. Handsome is a better word. You know, you can perceive a person as handsome if you get used to that person. So if you have seen my videos and seen my face for a while, then you may think wrongly that I'm a good-looking guy. Oh, this is nice. Let's see, strength of this a little bit, so we have shadow. And this is a sad lioness. I'm not against this lioness, I would say. It's not looking super bad. So, yeah. Maybe a shadow on the floor will be nice, right? It's always nice to have shadow on the floor. Yeah, I'm scaling this. And the ray tracing is making everything very bright. So, let's see what we can do about it. Yeah, this is not super bad. It could be better, of course, but for the time that we have, I think it is actually not super bad. Let's disable this and see. Ooh, this is dark. It's darkness. In the jungle, baby. Where is my light, actually? The sun. Okay, it's here, okay. Now I will make it a little bit more warm. This is for a better rendering. A warm light. Then what I will do is, I will select this. And extrude this upwards. And this is better already. Maybe shade smooth. Nice. Welcome to the jungle. This could be a saber tooth actually. If we put some saber tooths, it probably can be. Oh, this I hate that, so I will just go like this. Now it's fine, and now we will put saber tooth, and it will be a saber tooth. And I may change the title. Nobody will know, right? Everybody will think that we kind of wanted to make a saber tooth. I don't have a concept for a saber tooth though. But I will improvise. Sometimes we have to improvise. No, I made a mirror for everything. Okay, let's disable the mirror for this guy, if we have it. And just keep the mirror for this. Yeah, a good saber tooth. Okay, what? Ah. Okay, I need this. This here, it shouldn't be there. Come on, I cannot select it. What's happening here? I can select this one, this one, this one, and this one I cannot select. That's a first. I really cannot select this particular thing here. It's not existent, but it's here. Ah, because it is again mirrored. Thank you very much. Okay, now it's fine. It's a sad saber tooth, but still a saber tooth, right? So we maybe a little bit like this. Yeah. You see, when you make something, when you make a base, you can turn it to whatever you want, but you have to have the base. You have to have a good-looking lioness or tigerness or whatever, and then you can make it to saber tooth, to something else. I don't know. Those are supposed to go this way or down. Now, front, no. Probably something like this it should be. Maybe they should be a little bit like this. Maybe smaller. Not so huge. Something like that should be. I guess so, yeah. Sabertooth. God damn. What have I done? Can you add a hat, please? No. Can do animal course. I probably will at some point. As you can see, I'm pretty good in doing animals. Like, yeah, amazing stuff. Did you buy anything on Black Friday? I tried. I tried to buy a knife from AliExpress, but I couldn't. I don't know. They just cancel it every time. I just want one particular knife and they cancel it every time. It's similar to this one, with Damascus blade and everything, and they just say I cannot buy it. I will still try, but yeah. I tried 3 times, and 3 times after a couple of hours, automatically cancelled, and they returned the money after a couple of days, which is sucks, but still. Hi Nico, I'm choosing one of your courses, girl in ZBrush, man in ZBrush, and girl and dog in ZBrush. Okay, I don't know which courses are you talking about. First, the girl and dog in ZBrush is not my course. I made it, but it's not my course. I'm not selling it. And you will understand, you will kind of be able to tell if the course is, I'm selling it or not. By inside the course, you will see my face, this particular face, maybe a little bit younger. But you will see this face only in my courses. In the courses that I've done for other people, they're selling it, like the dog and girl course. You will not see my face. So that's probably a nice thing or not, you will see. Which one turned out the best and which one should I choose? Thank for recommendation in advance. I don't know, girl in ZBrush, man in ZBrush. Those are not names for courses that I did, actually. There are a lot of girls made in ZBrush and men made it in ZBrush courses. So nobody knows what's happening. Let's see, like this. Yeah, this is more contrasty. We can see this saber tooth. Amazing. Let me drink some water. And guys, this should be it for today, because we already did amazing tiger. And we'll have to finish it. We will see what will happen with the music. I will hear the result, and we'll see if we will play music in the other time. Is December a good time to upgrade your PC? I'm not sure. I'm not planning to upgrade because my PC is good enough, and it will be good enough for a long time, I guess. But some people are upgrading. If you have money, every time is a good time, especially in Black Friday. I think if you follow the prices, you probably will be able to get a good deal at some point. Ice Age Tiger, yeah, of course.